too. Hey, can you hear me out there? How y'all doing today? Listen, before we get this thing started, I wanted to thank everybody for coming out. It's been a couple of years since I've seen a crowd like this, so it makes me feel really good. I appreciate all the kudos, but this year's event was put on by a gentleman who, while I was gone, has really stepped up to the plate. So I wanted to introduce him first to help kick off this event this year. So big round of applause for Mr. Nick Zettel.
Hello, Hash Bash. Thank you all very much for coming out today. I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. This is state property, so you're technically not allowed to smoke marijuana on campus. Technically, you do risk an arrest. And I also wanted to just tell you to please respect our beautiful campus. Refrain from littering, recycle when you can. And otherwise, I'd like you all to remove your hats, turn around, face the flag for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner by Ann Arbor's own Layeth Al-Sadi. Yes.
Comes to smoking on campus, okay? They will arrest you and they will cause you misery. But as I look around, I have to tell you that they are not here. They appear to be busy with the #1 moneymaker on campus, and that's athletics, and they're working down the street at a football game. So we appreciate them for what they do. Where is he? There he is. It's my honor to introduce a very good friend of mine. And I personally consider him the godfather of the marijuana movement in Michigan. Nobody fought the battle before this man. So with great honor, I'd like to introduce Mr. John Sinclair.
Hey everybody. Happy Hash Bash. Turn up the heat. It's great to see so many people out here when the sun shines on this day. It's always a very good day. You know, we have the great Monroe Street Fair going on all afternoon after the speaking and the celebrations on the Diag stuff. Man, oh man, I was here in 1972.
Me too.
Yeah, you were here.
Here they are. Yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah, everybody wonders why did the Hash Bash start. We thought it'd be a good thing to come together on the Diag and smoke some joints. That's always reason enough for me. The reason we oppose the law is because they arrest us for smoking joints and getting high. Ooh, yeah, thanks, man. But our movement is about getting high, playing some music, making some art, writing some poetry, and getting our heads in a good place that isn't where the powers that be want our heads to be at, up their ass. Gentlemen, we hope you'll obey the laws of Ann Arbor here today. Soon the laws of the state of Michigan. All right, I'd like to just offer an invocation in the form of a small set of verses called Spiritual. It's always good to start with a little poetry. It means you're off on the right foot.
Welcome home.
What is jazz but spirituals played through saxophones and trombones? Spirit voices through metal tubings and the terrible repetition of the formal premise is trance-like at its best, or boring when the spirit doth not move. Oh, what is blues but spirituals with a line removed? That is structurally and in content just a prayer to the gods of daily life to ask the blessing that the body of another may lay warm in the bed beside you at night, and the rent be paid, and a meal on the table with the sheriff far away from the scene of the crime. Oh, what is jazz but the registration of the human personality in relation to the spiritual, stripped of literal meaning, but full of sound and portent, direct as the voice of the gods. Thank you. Have a great day.
Mr. John Sinclair, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, you saw my friend come up and say hello to me. We're old friends. He wanted to remind you, they're serious. If you have, do you have medical marijuana cards? How many people have a medical marijuana card? I'm not going to ask you to show it to me. I want to see your weed. How many people got weed? All right. So listen, they'll bust you for that. So don't front them off. And they don't want to work. Fuck them. I mean, you know, they're good guys. Hey, listen, a good friend of mine's got a couple words for you to kind of pump you up before our next speaker, Mr. Marvin.
All right. You know the routine. I'm going to say, give me an H and an E and an M and a P, okay? Give me an H. H. Let's do it again. Give me an H. H. Give me an E. E. Give me an M. M. Give me a P. P. What's that spell? M. What's that spell? M. Memory. Welcome to the Hash Bash. Everybody turn around and say hello to somebody. And welcome to the Hash Bash. Who's here from out of state? Welcome, Ohio. Have a good time. Marvin, thank you.
Now that's old school for you, folks. Next up, we've got an old friend who's been out here many times over the years. And he's probably one of the best old school activists. However, we know him mainly as the guru of ganja. Now, this man actually is responsible for stopping a ballot initiative. And most people aren't aware that this man would do such a thing. But he's my hero for doing so. Also, one year he grabbed the microphone out of a guy's hand on the Diag, guy that we didn't invite to speak. And he wrestled it away from him. That's some badass shit. So I'd like to introduce the guru of ganja, Mr. Ed Rosenthal.
Hi, folks. Hey, you know, this is really a great celebration. Look around you. You know, Marvin said, say hello to your friend, but just take a look around you. And this is against a football game. So I think this is pretty good. And it shows the commitment that so many people have, because marijuana is a meaningful part of their lives. And they believe in freedom. And I'm one of those people. And you, everybody here is too. So the thing that always troubles me is, like, you know, Tim Beck helped put this initiative up in Michigan, which won in every county in Michigan, right? Every county. And yet, city by city, county by county, they're trying to mess with it, right? These politicians, they just don't get it. They all want to be like faux cops or something. You know, they feel that they have some sort of right to take away the freedom that you voted for. Incredible, just incredible. And I was at a normal meeting last night, and people were talking about working with the legislature and working with the governor and all of that. These people don't get it. You know, they're control freaks. They want to control people. They want a police state. And people here, everybody in the state has to take it back. You have to take the government back, step by step. And marijuana is the very first step. The very first step. It's the forefront of the police state. It's the arrest anyone card for the cops. And it has to end totally. Total legalization in Michigan in 2016. That's what it's about. Take the cops out of it. You know, the police came up here and said, you know, please don't smoke here. Don't smoke, because we might have to arrest some people. Well, we want to take them out so they're not part of the equation. They are not stakeholders. They have nothing to do with it. Neither do the judges or any of these other would-be jailers. I say, take them out of the equation, not marijuana. And it's apparent, just the same thing is happening in California. It's apparent in both Michigan and California that we need a new initiative in 2016 to totally take the cops out and make marijuana totally civilly regulated. Take them out. They have nothing to do with it. Take out Child Protective Services from it. The whole area of it. Every little bit of tyranny should be taken out of this. Let's do it. 2016. Thank you.
I'm telling you, man, these are some great guys. It's a real honor for me to be on this stage with these people because they've been fighting this fight for many years longer than I have. This is my 20th year at the microphone, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate coming out here and knowing that you people are going to take some of this knowledge back to where you come from and do the right thing with it. The next speaker is probably one of the best up-and-coming activists I've seen, especially in the 2 years I was down. She's really made a name for herself. I'd like to introduce Miss Josie Scrogin.
When our medical marijuana bill was passed, it wasn't only passed by 63% of registered voters, but it was supported by 27 HIV and AIDS foundations. There was a study released by the Journal of Lipnoid Myology last year in April. And what it said is macrophages, which are the backbone of your immune system, they are like your backup white blood cells. They are incredibly prone to HIV. They are the first place that HIV attacks your immune system. They also have CB2 receptors, which are type 2 cannabinoid receptors. They are responsive to both CBC and CBD. Now, there might be 2% of CBD or CBC in